Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Connected Dots, the show that's all about connected safety. Each week we break down common safety problems, talk about the dots that are available in the marketplace, and make the relevant connections to get you to your solution. So with that being said, let's get into today's problem. Okay, so today's problem is actually a really common problem that's happening in job sites all across the world right now, and that is pre-job planning. Before you're about to enter into a job, you're going to sit down with the crew and go over a lot of what ifs. So what if this object falls from heights? Or what if this task doesn't get completed? What's the result going to be? And when it comes to atmospheric hazards, well, people are kind of left in the dark. You really don't have the amount of context or data to make the proper decision. And this leads to either underestimation or overestimation. Now, underestimation of the problem can lead to undue panic and harm if you haven't planned for the what ifs. But overestimation isn't all that bright and cheery either, because that can lead to shutting down areas of the plant that don't need to be shut down that result in loss of productivity. So how can we properly assess this risk and give us context? Let's call on our dots to find out. Before we get into today's dots, I want to go ahead and acknowledge the dots that we've been using and relying upon for years, and that is a windsock, the old thumb method, and our nose. Now, while these methods can be relied upon in very critical situations, they fall short to contextualize the actual risk. And if you're thinking to yourself, aha, I've got those static models, buckle up for some complex math and results that don't factor in real-time weather conditions at all. So how are we going to solve this? Well, we've got two dots to help us today. We've got an internet-connected weather station and safer systems software. So let's head to the dot demo to see them in action.
All right, so here we are in Safer Systems Software. This is the area where we're going to be performing the work, and right here is where we know that we're going to have to crack this pipe for roughly 5 minutes. So let's put time on the clock and see how we can properly assess this hazard and go. So I'm going to go ahead and click right here where the pipe is. We're going to go ahead and click New Event, a dispersion and a gas release. Here we're going to put in the chemical name, which is ammonia in our case. And we know the release rate is probably going to be around 0.2 pounds per minute. This is only going to occur for roughly about a 5-minute period of time. And we're going to go ahead and hit run. From here in Safer Systems Software, now we've calculated what it is, our radius, knowing that the toxicity of each area and where we would need to cordon off. And there you have it.
So in under 30 seconds, we are able to correlate a bunch of data and visualize it for you. So now your pre-job planning meeting has much more context than it did before. You can properly assess the risk and allocate people and assets accordingly. So if you're interested in learning more, click on the link above, leave me a comment below, or just shoot me a message. Thanks for watching another episode of Connected Dots.